Okay, students, we are getting our classes ready for the high school. So first thing we're going to do is open up Microsoft Word, and we're going to go ahead and give it a title here. So we're going to call this second period My Graduation Plan. All right. So make sure you give it a title all the time. And we're also going to write My Graduation Plan 2025 because this is the class of 2025. And we're also going to put here high school classes taken in middle school. Since some of you guys are taking high school classes right now, we need to acknowledge those classes before we make our schedule for high school. So everyone in here is taking BIM 1. And just for the sake of example, let me go ahead and put here Spanish 1. Hit enter, and you'll notice that there's a space here between Spanish 1 and BIM 1. I don't want that. To get rid of that, I highlight them and click on no spacing. Okay, I'll put my cursor here at the end of Spanish 1 and hit enter a couple times. And we're going to go to insert table, and we're going to make a big table, too big for this. So we're going to go to insert table. And let's go ahead and make this I had said 19 by 3, but instead now I'm going to, 3 by 19, but instead now I'm going to make that a little smaller. I'm going to go 3 by, let's see, 14, 15, 3 by 17 now. And if you did it 3 by 19, don't worry, you'll just have an extra space. But all we need is 17. Okay, so first of all, let's bring if you put your cursor right here after this column, you'll notice that you can bring it in. And let's bring it in all the way. And then let's bring this column in as well to be symmetrical with the other one. All right, this is where the OCD kicks in when you're trying to line them up. All right, great. Now that we got that, let's go ahead and format this a little bit. For the My Graduation Plan, all right, we're going to make that a size 20. And we're going to give it a nice font style. Let my fonts load up here. We'll go ahead and go with this. And we're going to give it a nice saber cap blue. And we'll center that, bold it, all the stuff. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is type in freshman, sophomore. And notice the word sophomore has an O in it. It's like a silent O in the word sophomore. Okay, so now, oops, whoa, slow down. I'm going to click here on this cross so that way I can highlight my entire table, and I'm going to center it. And that centers your table there. And then this middle column, I'm going to click in the first cell and hold the mouse down and drag to highlight that center column. And I'm going to come up here to table design, and I am going to shade that in. All right, you can use any color you want. Now, I went ahead and looked up because there was a question, how many classes do we take each year in high school? In other words, how many credits can we get? And I looked up the schedule, and I found this. This is a Vela schedule. How nice that they start at 9 a.m. That's a very nice time, but except they get out a little later. I'd prefer starting earlier, I think. Anyway, so we have 1 period, 2 period, 3 period, 4th period, 5th period, a lunch, 6, 7. So if you exclude the lunch, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 periods and a lunch. 7 periods and a lunch, okay? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's going to be our 7 classes there. And we're going to highlight this row, and we're also going to shade that one in. And then below that, we're going to write junior and senior. Okay. Now, you might be saying, well, sir, and I attached that Bell schedule in the Google Classroom, and I also attached this. This goes over all the classes that you need. So you'll see here, you need English 1, English 2, English 3, English 4, 4 English credits, Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2, and Pre-Calculus, 4 math credits. For science, you need 4 credits as well, Biology, Chemistry, Physics, and Advanced Science. For social studies, you need 3 credits, World Geography or World History, U.S. History, and U.S. Government Economics. For a second language, you need 2 credits. So this could be Spanish 1 and Spanish 2. For electives, you need 6 credits. For 21st century, you need 1 credit. And I have a list of those too. I think I'll go ahead and put those on the Google Classroom as well. And you need a fine arts credit, which could be, I believe, dance counts as a fine arts credit, but I'm not sure. You have to talk to your counselor, but it's art, band, or theater arts, which is drama. You need a PE credit, but I believe band, junior, JROTC, ROTC, and I think dance and any athletics class will fulfill your PE credit or the PE class itself. Okay, so now knowing this, and this is going to be attached to your Google Classroom, we can. Okay, so now that you have your layout, I've went ahead and put together a sample of what a typical freshman schedule would look like. So we've got our Algebra 1, English 1, World Geography, Biology, Spanish 2, if you've already taken Spanish 1 in the example here, PE. If you're an athlete, you may want to change that and put athletics, theater arts, to get your art credit out of the way. And then, of course, sophomore year, 10th grade, everything just goes to the next one. Algebra 1, now you're taking, I'm sorry, it shouldn't be Algebra 2. It should actually be at the next part is Geometry. And then we've got English 2. And then after World Geography, if you look back at the chart that the chart, I guess you would call it, the degree plan that I put in the Google Classroom, you'll see what comes after World Geography, what comes after Biology, and then you'll have some more electives to be able to do here. All right, so go through the electives, go through the videos that I sent you, go through those 21st century electives that I attached, go through all that information, fill out your plan. This is yours. This is a living document. So as you go through the years, you change this. Maybe instead of PE, they gave you something else. Let's say they threw you in a marketing class. Okay, well, that counts as an elective. That's fine. You didn't get your PE, but then sophomore year, you know that you need a PE, so you can go ahead and take it there. So the idea is that this is a living document, and it follows you around, and you change it as you go. All right, guys, once you're done with that, go to File, Save As, create a PDF, and let's put it in Google Classroom.